Good morning, Thad Bell. It is Wednesday morning. We have 3 midweek points. It is Wednesday. There are 3 points on the table for us. Thad, are you ready to give the people a quick Wednesday morning update with their coffee? All things soccer.
I have some caffeine in me, so let's go, man.
Yes, I imagine people drinking this with coffee in the morning. Reply if that's what you're doing. Fulfill the
Or
promise.
tea, man. For tea is for me. So
Or tea. Okay, that's gross. I'm with Ted Lasso on that one. We're starting
Mm.
off with good news. First point on the table. There is justice in the world. The MLS disciplinary committee has handed down a fine and a 1-game suspension for Sebastian Ferreira for his violent outburst on Gadi Kinda in the dying moments of the SKC versus Houston Dynamo match. Thad, there's justice. This makes me so happy.
I kind of expected this, man. He needed to have the suspension. Should have got the red card that night, even though it wasn't necessarily super violent or super brutal. It was totally uncalled for. And I still think that there's 2 referees involved in this that have not a favorable reaction to Sporting, Sagafi and Marufo.
Exactly. And the look in his eye, tell me that that was not violent conduct. He lost his mind. And you have more faith in the league than I did. Did not expect this at all. I thought the game Wednesday was going to come and go and we were never going to hear anything about this because I am with you. I don't think they like Peter Vermees and I don't think they like Sporting Kansas City. So I thought that was definitely going to happen. I was elated to hear this news last night.
I asked Vermees this morning, or excuse me, yesterday morning, if he thought that that was justification and symbolic that the league knew that the referees got that wrong. He looked at me, he goes, "Do you really need an answer to that, man?"
Yeah, he's with me on that one. They wasn't expecting anything. Oh, I forgot the banner. There's the banner. Look at that.
It's pretty,
Okay.
man. It's even spelt right.
I did it. I might have had to use the spell correct on disciplinary, maybe. Okay, point number 2. The Yanks are coming. It is all things international teams. U.S. women's national team kicks off the World Cup on Friday against Vietnam. I had to work really hard to not say good morning Vietnam when we started this. That are the women going to win the 3rd World Cup in a row?
I'll give it a 50-50, man. It is hard to win 2 in a row, much less 3 in a row. The world keeps catching up to them. They've had so many injuries, so many players that should have been there that would have really helped them, but they still have a really strong squad, man. So it's I'm
What
rooting
other
for Vlatko
teams?
Ananoski and the Nats.
Go Vlatko. What are the other teams you got your eye on? Who's coming for them besides England again? I assume
Oh, England, France,
Australia.
naturally Sweden. There will be a few more, but I don't think anybody else is really close. But all those teams have come closer. Flacco actually pointed that out. It wasn't those top 5 teams that were getting closer. It's the next 20 or 30. It's the
Mm.
Vietnams and Portugals and such forth.
I forgot entirely about Sweden. That's kind of a good little rivalry. There's some heat there, isn't there?
Yes, there is.
Yes, I forgot about that one. Okay, and then the men tonight, Gold Cup semifinal versus Panama. Uh, I don't call it a third string, call it a C team. I don't care. That the PKs were so much fun the other night. Matt Turner, my guy, what a night! Late night soccer. I'm ready for it tonight. We got the other games going on this evening, but Thad, you ready for another Gold Cup run?
Yeah, I wish I could watch it live, but I'm really looking forward to coming back and watching the replay later. And U.S. stands a chance to go to the final, man.
Stands a chance. We should just walk all over Panama. I think Canada was the tough one, but yeah,
Yeah, but for Panama, it is probably their A team.
yeah, very true.
Where, no offense to these guys, it is pretty much a C team. But hey, Bucio's been looking really good.
Boos is killing it. I'm so happy for him. He looks great. And then Mexico versus Jamaica. I'm rooting for the reggae boys there. That's even later than that. We can come home from our point number 3. We have the big game tonight. And of course, I mean the media game, the Sporting Kansas City 2023 media game under the lights at halftime of the much less important Sporting Kansas City versus RSL game. Let's go ahead and talk about that one really quick. SKC versus RSL, always a fun one. Did you see the news last night that came out of who is reffing this one, Thad?
Oh, yeah. I can't think of his name, man. Tell me his name. Sorry.
Their names don't matter. They don't deserve to have their names said bad. And they're also kind of hard to say, so I don't want to do it. Or
But
at
yeah,
least one of them kind of hard
that's
to
why
say.
I was throwing it back to you, man. I didn't want to say it.
Yeah, did you guys did the listeners feel that little banter we did there? We were both throwing it. So it is the two referees, the center ref and the VAR ref, that Pro again actually admitted an error and kind of formally apologized for these two referees who are now front and center once again for Sporting Kansas City.
Don't worry, I'm sure they can't get it wrong 2 games in a row.
Right? Just they gotta come back to the mean at some point. Oh man, the refs this year really just grinding me down.
And I do get missing it live, man, but VAR told to go look again. They both missed it. I don't get it, man.
Don't get it. Don't get it. So yes, the media game at halftime. We are finally here. I got my current media game on. That Cody though, number 2. Keep an eye out for that, people. Thad, what is your best case scenario for the media game tonight? What are you hoping to accomplish?
4-0 win, man. A goal by Cody, a goal by Sperry.
I was thinking, I honestly was like ready for you to be like, just not get hurt. That's what I thought. That's what I thought you were going for. That's what you said in the past. You must be feeling spry this year. I think in years past you've been like, I just don't want to get hurt. I'm just gonna go stand there.
I'm going into the game hurt, man. I can barely walk. So I got a knee injury. I got a groin pull. Yeah, it's not looking pretty, man.
The stakes are high. Patrick choosing the teams. They split up podcast members. They split up our site. It should be pretty spicy. David is wanting to see some cleat action this evening. I don't know if he's going to get any of that, but he's putting a lot of pressure on me to fulfill my prophecy again of scoring another goal. So,
which honestly worries me a little bit. I don't know that you do well under pressure. I remember
I
a
don't
couple of media games ago.
No, we're not supposed to talk about the past media games. That's what the header in the current game did. You never have to talk about that one ever again. Bad. So, oh, where'd that come from? It's a goal. Are there? Do you have any other final points here? We've hit our 3 midweek points. Is there any other? Do we have any PKs? Any extra points like USL PKs? Like they're less important and they're kind of always there. They might be there most of the time. I'm coming up with a name for this. Any other points you want to hit?
Sporting needs to win this game, man. It's going to be tough. RSL is 7 games with unbeaten, 5 wins, 2 draws. But that's they're probably the hottest team right now. But Sporting has knocked off a few of the hottest teams, and they are looking pretty good. And we will possibly see former Sporting DP Felipe Gutierrez probably in the lineup. He's got his ITC. Maybe we'll see him in the game tonight.
Yeah, we forgot to mention Goody. That was I had that in the notes. I was excited to mention it. We forgot Goody might appear. Yeah, Thad, the time is coming for Sporting KC. A month ago, 2 months ago, it seemed like there was a lot of the season ahead. There is less of the season ahead to keep climbing this ladder. I know they're already on the playoff line. That should be the goal, but they need to start picking up these points. The draw in Houston really took it out of me.
Actually, the 2 losses at home really took it out. The draw in Houston was not a bad result, considering how good Houston has been. Another team that's really running out of time is the Kansas City Current.
True that. Bottom of the table right now. They have who is on Saturday? The Current?
They don't play this Saturday.
Oh, aha. That's why I didn't know.
They play on the 22nd, Houston in the Challenge Cup game.
All right. That is 3 midweek points. Have a wonderful Wednesday, Thad Bell.
You too, sir.